Hello, I'm FPX and welcome back to the video. So Minecraft is available on so many platforms, and the number of you playing across these various platforms is absurdly high on pretty much any given platform, across the consoles, across the PC, across the phones, the tablets. Everyone plays Minecraft everywhere, and this is one of the reasons it's the second best-selling game of all time. However, something you might not know is the fact that Minecraft is not only available on these widely popular platforms, but it's also available in a bunch of other places where it's not necessarily quite doing so well, and some of these editions of the game have been left alone for a very long time, making them essentially dead versions of Minecraft. I figured in today's video it'd be kind of interesting to show you a bunch of these dead versions, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Hopefully you all do enjoy. I'd appreciate it if you like the video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel and lets know you do enjoy these sorts of videos. But let's get straight into talking about the scale here, because we really go from versions of Minecraft where people say they're dead because they haven't received an update yet or in quite some time, to versions of the game that like truly have been years past and we know for certain there's nothing going on there. And I feel like the best example to kind of start this, because we'll go from again least dead to most dead, would probably be the 3DS edition of Minecraft. The 3DS edition is one of these versions of the game where people have just been, kind of calling it dead ever since it first came out, because it's on the new 3DS, which is a console to some extent succeeded by the, Switch. It came out long after the Switch, and it's one of these weird things where, like, how many people wanted Minecraft on another platform? And the answer to that question is apparently quite a lot, because they made a significant number of sales, enough to keep the development going. And funnily enough, even though this version of the game seemed like it's dead, and it seems like it, came out long before any other Minecraft, because of how basic it actually is still lasting to this day. It is still receiving updates, and they actually are going to be receiving a pretty big update, including ocean monuments and a bunch of other missing features in the coming, weeks and months, which is kind of a big deal for a version of the game like that, where when you buy it, you don't really buy it with the expectation of updates like other games, but that's something you still get with the 3DS. However, the 3DS version is still not available in Europe. The only explanation we've had is something to do with contracts. They said they'd release it in November. It's now, deep in November 2017, and now we're deep into 2018, or like, not that deep, but we're fairly deep into 2018, and we know nothing about that. So yeah, Minecraft 3DS is dead, but only if you live in Europe. If you live elsewhere, then don't worry, for some reason this game is still being updated, which is pretty nuts, right? So the second version of the game, the more dead version, is probably the Apple TV edition. If you don't know, Minecraft Pocket Edition, the code base for that, is pretty much one unified game now. It's just called Minecraft, and it's across the PC, it's across consoles, it's across phones and tablets, and yeah, it was just called Minecraft, and it all received one huge update to change the name from being Minecraft iOS Edition, Minecraft, Android Edition, etc. All these editions of the game went from being their Minecraft Pocket Edition variants into being just the one overall game of Minecraft with the Better Together update. That's a controversial thing, but the interesting thing about this Better Together update is it never did come to Apple TV. And although at first they said, oh yeah, it's coming soon, and then later we heard, oh yeah, don't worry, it's coming any day now, like, it's being worked on, and then in January we heard, oh yeah, no, it hasn't been forgotten about. To this day, there's still been no update, and it's looking not so promising. And again, given this edition of the game costs about 4 times as much as its Pocket Edition counterparts, despite being the exact same game, and given the fact that this has one of the lower player bases of any Minecraft console, Minecraft edition, the game's not quite dead, but the fact that we know nothing about when this thing is coming out, we still don't know for certain if it's coming out, we just know it's something they really want to do and for some reason cannot do at the moment, makes you kind of believe that Minecraft Apple TV edition is along the more dead editions of the game. But again, it's only dead until it gets an update, which it might well do, and that might well reverse this little trend here. So anyway, let's talk about the next version of the game, which is actually the demo version of Minecraft. So there's 2 demo versions of Minecraft, and they're both pretty much entirely dead. Again, it's never been confirmed that they're not being updated anymore. In theory, there could be something coming out, but both the Minecraft PC demo, which is called the Minecraft PC Gamer demo, I've shown off in its full-on video before if you want to learn more about it, because a lot of people were shocked when they first learned about it. So if you don't know, when Minecraft was fairly new, we're talking about a big indie success with hundreds of thousands of copies sold as opposed to millions, but when it was fairly new, back before the official release of the game, they decided to put out a demo in a physical magazine. That physical magazine being PC Gamer, so they put out a disc version of the game. It was locked to Minecraft Beta 1.3, and the idea here was that they would make it so that you could play a demo of the game, and if you wanted to, after I think it was 100 minutes, they would allow you to, of course, then buy the game if you wanted to. And this was obviously a demo which they've never updated since, which means the official demo, the only demo you can get for Minecraft outside of like a weird demo mode, is only going to be found with Beta 1.3, which isn't necessarily representative for the game right now, but it's kind of funny. And this is also true for the PE Lite version, or the PE basically the version of the game that was meant to be a trial for Minecraft Pocket Edition. They removed this from the store, no word if it's coming back, but it means that there is a 0.1 trial for PE. Again, very unupdated, very dead, very along out there. And it's also the same with the 360. The 360, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only version of the game to have a dedicated trial version. That's how games used to work on the XBLA, like you used to have a trial and then a main game, and the trial's never been updated since it first came out. So if you want to, you can go and play TU1, you can play 0.1, or you can play Beta 1.3, because these demos have never been updated, and that kind of makes the demo more interesting different than the main game in very particular ways. So yeah, dead versions of the game, at some point you can expect something from these, but it's never been said by anyone, and it's kind of like a dead thing. So what's even more dead than like, oh yeah, well we're pretty certain nothing's ever happening? What if we know for certain that one of the editions of the game had been abandoned forever? Well, that is what's happened with Minecraft Pi Edition, so I made videos on this. I bought a Raspberry Pi just because I wanted to show you gameplay of Minecraft Raspberry Pi, fun fact. But Minecraft Pi Edition was a version of the game for the Raspberry Pi. It's a very small microcomputer. It was available for £20, which is why I loved it. Like, it was a programmable computer, it ran Linux, it was just, I don't know, I love the idea of a cheap computer, because you take something that's really expensive, i.e. computers, you make it affordable, you do cool stuff. So Notch also really liked the idea of the Raspberry Pi, because he decided to officially launch a version of Minecraft Pocket Edition on there, or again, set Mojang to do so, and they did that in February of 2013. So 2013, they released some kind of janky version of the game just to run on these Raspberry Pis, so that if you're, you know, doing some weird stuff with your Raspberry Pi, you can also play Minecraft. So it was the cheapest, like, platform to buy both Minecraft and the thing, because it was a free version of the game, and it was available for a device that cost, again, $25, £20. It was a very, very cheap thing to do, and they updated it once. They went from 0.1 to 0.11, or 0.1.1, where they added a few, like, tiny, like, bug fixes, stuff like that, and then ever since then, which, again, you gotta bear in mind that last update was just a little bit afterwards, like, just a month afterwards. After that point, they have never updated the game ever since, even though Raspbian, the, like, company behind the Raspberry Pi Edition, they put it on their, like, Raspberry Pis by default. It's, like, included in the operating system, because it's a cool, you know, app for the Raspberry Pi. Even though they did that, the game has never been updated ever since. It's stayed on 0.1.1, which, again, that version number kind of tells you that they just kind of stopped development, and we you know, for a while we thought it was just one of these abandoned versions of Minecraft, but they officially confirmed it's 100% dead, or at least Thomas Chechi said on Reddit that it's 100% dead. We've, you know, we've removed all Pi-related code just to reduce complexity in 2015, and there's no way they're going to be going back to it, because it's just kind of a thing. If you want to have a Raspberry Pi running Minecraft, get Windows 10, because you technically can get that on there, but they said they're not going to be bother releasing a Raspberry Pi specific edition, because the constraints of making something for that, you know, less power, and the constraints of making another platform which is free and which no one really plays anyway, they just decided wasn't worth their time, and they said maybe they'll revisit it, but they basically said no, they won't. So yeah, that's pretty darn dead. So, a game which got to 0.1.1 and then never went beyond that, because, like, why would you? Well, what is more dead than that? A game which was literally dead on arrival, a game which was only there to prove that it could exist and was never intended to be updated, Minecraft 4K Edition. So this is one of the wacky editions of Minecraft to show off, because, fun fact, again, a lot of people don't know about this until you see it, and then you're like, whoa, what did I just see? So Minecraft, you know, 4K Edition was a game developed by Notch to kind of show off programming, because obviously when you get really deep into programming, some of the things you like to do is you like to show off some of the really wacky things you can do, and there's a really big scene in the programming world for making really small file formats doing really big things. So 4K is a particularly, as in 4K, as in 4 kilobytes that is, so 4,000 bytes is the, for some reason, just the benchmark of, like, if you make something cool in 4,000 bytes, then you can be a really good programmer. There's some amazing examples of this out there, but Notch decided to enter a competition. He would make a version of Minecraft 4K, and bear in mind, he did this in 2009, about 6 months after even the original idea for Minecraft, because we've gone over this before, but it took a long time for the Minecraft idea to turn into, you know, Minecraft as we know it, and back in 2009, just a few months after the real Minecraft, you know, was even in any form of development, he decided to make Minecraft 4K. This is a version of Minecraft with a 64 by 64 by 64 world, randomly generated, and by randomly, I mean, like, there's no, like, biomes or anything, it's just, like, random blocks here and there. There's only 16 blocks available, 16 IDs available, and one of those is air, and a lot of those are different dirt ones, so there's, you know, like, only about 5 or 6 different blocks you'll actually find around here, and it's one of the just weirdest editions of the game to look at, and it also only takes up this entire game. You go bear in mind, this is like, you know, there is a building element to this. You can build some stuff in this game still. This entire thing takes up 2.5 kilobytes, even though it's programmed in Java, and I don't know, putting that in perspective, that's 2,581 bytes, that's, you know, a byte is 8 ones and zeros, so that's essentially, in just, like, a series of ones and zeros that is only 16,000 long, he managed to make an entire version of Minecraft, which, I don't know, putting that in perspective with, like, a game that is 100 gigabytes, which is a pretty common file size these days, this game would be, you know, 100 megabytes would be, like, 1/1000th of that size, and this is 1/25th of that, so this is 1/25,000th of how a modern game is, and the fact that it manages to have anything at all, given how complex even the basics are required for a game is, it's actually kind of cool. However, the game, like I said, it was, you know, released, and then as soon as it didn't win the competition, it was entirely abandoned ever since. It was left on their website until 2014. Now there is no way to even get the game. I'm gonna have to find gameplay from my previous videos, but there's no way to even get the game. There's no way to update the game. There's nothing going on with this thing. It is the deadest version of Minecraft, but it's also, in its own little way, the coolest one too, right? So anyway, I hope you did all enjoy this video. Hope you liked seeing all of the versions of Minecraft, which have gone from, you know, kind of dead to, like, all the way dead. If you did like it, you can like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do enjoy these sorts of videos. Again, this one was about dead Minecraft. Maybe we'll do a live Minecraft video. That's a joke, of course, just in case you're like, oh, YouTube these days. But no, I'm going to be doing a few more videos in this kind of style. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with YouTube lately. So if you are too, then you can like the video, you can share it if you liked it, and you can subscribe with notifications turned on to see these videos daily on your homepage. There's going to be a lot of stuff upcoming about the aquatic updates, so get ready for that. But for now, I'll see you all next time. Bye.